knew playing all 296 North American N64 games would take this long? Well, I don't think these next 4 games warrant their own videos, so I'm cramming them into one. Let's race. F-1 World Grand Prix. There's no shortage of racing games for the N64. But most of these are arcade racers that aren't all that deep or full-featured. Well, F-1 World Grand Prix is more of a realistic racing sim. The game looks good for the time. I wasn't blown away by the graphics, but they're alright. The first-person driver view adds to the realism, with the hands visible. The sound effects and music are decent and well implemented. F1 World Grand Prix features lots of options to fit your playstyle and skill level. I'm not very good at the game, but that's only because I didn't have time to waste getting good at a game I'm only playing one time for a video and to say that I did it. You can set the difficulty, if the vehicles take damage, if you want pitting to be an option, caution flags, number of laps, and the weather. There's also the option to have acceleration and braking assist, which is good if you're unfamiliar with the tracks or you just need the help. As more of a racing sim, the game is a bit more challenging than other N64 racers. The physics are more realistic than what you get from games like Cruisin' USA or Automobili Lamborghini. But to compare apples to apples, the only other F1 racing game for the N64 at the time of F1 World Grand Prix's release was F1 Pole Position 64. And F1 World Grand Prix is far superior to that one in my opinion. Overall, I'd say this is a pretty good F1 racing sim. Obviously, the game isn't 100% realistic. I mean, it's an N64 game from 1998. But compared to the other games at the time, it does a good job. It has a good balance of realistic racing and arcade fun. I'm going to put F1 World Grand Prix on the nice tier. Nice. Now it's time for golf. Golf. Who do I look like? The president? Waialae Country Club True Golf Classics. I couldn't have named it worse myself. Too long, pronunciation unclear, mentions golf. It's perfect! Anyway, it's a golf game. On to the next game. Just kidding. If I had to play it, you can at least watch my review of it. I've enjoyed some golf games. Granted, they usually have Mario or Wii in the title, but I digress. This game is pretty standard as far as golf games go. You push the A button with the right timing to hit the ball the right distance. I didn't quite get the timing down, but I did get better at it as the game went on. Sometimes I would duff the ball when I thought it was a good swing.
Uh-oh, he really duffed that shot. It didn't quite reach the green.
But that's life in the country club. You know, rich people problems that I could never relate to in real life. The characters are 2D photographic sprites, like low-res JPEG cutouts. The crowds on the sidelines are even worse. It works for what it is, but it doesn't look very good. The sound work is it's okay. Nothing amazing or awful, just okay. The commentary adds a little to the experience, but nothing really stands out.
It's in a bunker.
The game doesn't do anything to make it a unique experience. The players are just regular golfers. The clubs are golf clubs. The courses are just regular golf courses. It is what it is and makes no effort to distinguish itself as anything else. This was the first golf game for the N64, and I'm going to go out on a limb and say that it's not the best one on the system. If you're looking for a bog-standard golf game, then this might scratch that itch. But if you have the choice, choose another game. I was leaning towards saying this is fine, but I really wouldn't recommend this to anyone. It's an oof.
It's a one-putt par.
Now,
for WWF War Zone! Yeah!
I am not a wrestling fan. I know. I just have a hard time getting into it. But you know what I do like? a custom character creator. So I spent about 20 minutes making the most ridiculous character I could come up with. This one looks better than WCW vs. NWO World Tour, and feels much more complete and polished. The character models are fine, but the crowds are just static 2D elements. They could have put a little animation in there instead of just camera flashes. Not that it matters for the overall experience, I'm just nitpicking. The sound quality is fine. The voiceovers and intro themes are well done. I like the shoutouts from the crowd, especially with the custom character. I mean, Player One is my favorite wrestler too. The game controls fine, I guess. I don't know. Wrestling games always feel like clunky, slow-motion fighting games to me. They never feel responsive or intuitive. Like, the results from button mashing are just as good as from intentionally pressing button sequences. It doesn't seem to matter what buttons you push. Things just happen. It seems to be more about who pushes the buttons first or fastest. I also hate grappling moves that you just have to wait until they're over to do anything.
This match wasn't even close.
Maybe I'm missing something, because wrestling games are popular and people seem to hold them in high regard. I just never feel like I'm fully in control when playing them. I know this game has lots of fans, and they're probably going to come for me. And that's fine. I would love it if someone could explain the appeal of these games and what I'm missing. I want to enjoy these games, but I just don't. I'm putting it in the "this is fine" tier, but I'm willing to change that if someone can give me a compelling argument as to what is so great about these wrestling games. Now for some soccer.
International Superstar Soccer 98.
Das football, innit? As far as sports go, soccer is one of the more entertaining sports. And this one has a surprisingly high Metacritic score. I'm not sure if it deserves it or not, but it's a thing. Graphically, it looks like a soccer game on the N64. They all look bad. The sound is about what one would expect. It's fine.
Join us as the first half gets underway.
This game doesn't do anything the previous soccer games on the system didn't. There's team management stuff if that's something you're interested in. I'm not. I don't want to think about that stuff.
They're still in control.
Fortunately, me doing none of the team management stuff didn't seem to hurt me in any way. So it doesn't seem to be a requirement for low-level play.
He's put that in his own net.
There's something this one has that I do like. Custom Character Creator! The player appearance customization options are limited, so I couldn't make a completely ridiculous player, so that's a little disappointing. Also, with soccer being a team sport, having a custom player doesn't have much of an impact. Oh well.
Number 11. This is a
The game plays fairly easy. Passing, kicking, stealing, it all works pretty well.
He scored! A super shot!
Nothing really stands out to me that makes me think this is any better than any other soccer game for the N64. I did win the game 4-0, so it's definitely not a hard game.
Surely it's in. He scored! No question.
It might be too easy for normal people.
It's electric.
It is a soccer game. It's not exceptional in any way that I could see. As usual with sports games, I'm not the best person to judge them. If you are like me and don't care much for sports, this one is fine.
He scored! World-class football. What a noise. Listen to the crowd.
And that's another 4 games down in my quest to play every N64 game released in North America. If you liked the video, then tap the like button. If you're still here and you're not subscribed, then subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos. If this is your first time seeing one of my videos, check out the playlist for the rest of my N64 escapades. If you really enjoy these videos and want to get them a little early, become a member like these cool folks. Thanks for watching, good luck on all the things, and I'll see you later. Bye.
And it's all over. USA are the winners. Thank you, everyone. Until next time, goodbye.